Hey guys, this is System, and this is Skyopolis 5. Hope everyone is well, having a great day. Let's go ahead and jump back into this pretty cool pack. In between episodes, the pack was updated, had a pretty big, robust update actually. We got a bunch of new mods here. We got gauges and switches, we got XNet, we got flux networks, we got extreme reactors, and we have scannable. So all those mods were added, which is really awesome. There was also this one here. What was it called here? It's like large meals. I think it's just a small add-on mod to Farmer's Delight. Not too worried about that one, but it's definitely there for some, I guess, some extra recipes as well. But yeah, we got a bunch of new mods here, which is really helpful. A lot more redstone control stuff, which I'm actually really happy about, because I was able to change the setup down here, right? So this is actually from gauges and switches, industrial interval signal timer. And with this, I can just set up a wireless signal, really easy. This thing's really cool, actually. You can set the amount of time that it has the signal on, how long it's off, you know what I mean? I have it on for 10, off for 10. So basically it's a 20-second timer, and then you can set the power level. And then there's a ramping option too, I believe. So it starts at like one power level and kind of ramps up, right? But not worried about that. Probably just leave that off, right? I guess it's one, right? Anyway, so that's cool there. Really, really cool thing. And those are actually really easy to make. That mod has a whole lot of just little weird redstone stuff. Really good for wireless redstone. We'll probably use it later on, which is cool. And then I guess outside of that, we also have this book. The book's been updated as well, the Skyopolis book. There's a whole lot more entries now, and they're a lot more detailed as well. So if I go to like Tinker's now, look at the smeltery, you can actually see how it's built. Even gives you a little bit of information there. And this was actually done by a community member, Cryptic, one of Ben Law's community, and really awesome. It's really useful and a lot more information for people starting into the pack. So that's cool. Another change here is Deep Rock. So when you're in the Ender Garden now, and you want to get yourself some of those lava shards, right? Oh, didn't get one that time. Let's try that again. Has a chance of dropping the Utherk shards every once in a while. So that's kind of like Flint now. So that is actually cool. It's going to make getting lava way easier and way more simple. That's actually the reason he added this mod here to the scanner mod, scannable. So if I kind of use this thing, do that right there. There you go. Kind of scans the area, shift and right click with it. Has some upgrades in here. And if I was in the Undergarden or anywhere with ores, right, and use this thing and had the right upgrades in here, be able to see the ores in the wall, even though you can't see them, then you know where to mine to and go get them, right? Even sees fluid as well. And that one I think was way back here. It's way early in the quest lines too. Yeah, it's in the Great quest line. So you make this thing, then you get your actual upgrades for free. But once you're into the Undergarden, you'll be able to find your ores much easier, which is really good and awesome all around. So that is cool. Were there any other changes? Oh, yeah, one more big one. The crafting tables now, right? The ones from Extended Crafting. He made these way cheaper too. So if you go to, I guess, the Elite Crafting table, usually if you want to make this, right, you have to make, you know, all these catalysts, right? But when you go to the lower level ones, right, so I make a Elite component, I would have to make the gold one, then I have to make the iron one, have to stage it all up. He made it so it's just like the base level resources for each one. So you're going to go through way, way less iron and a lot less gold. So it's going to be way cheaper to rank up your tables as well. So that is cool. There was a bunch of other, I guess, changes as well, but those were all the main ones. And really cool all around. So I guess I worked on my base a little bit. Here too, these are just placeholder stones because I don't know what I want to do with my floor now. I got tired of the bamboo. Anyway, that's a thing. What I think we're going to do, though, is go ahead and actually work on a rotational speed controller, set up the power for crate, then we'll kind of figure what we're going to do from that point. So let's go ahead and jump into it here. So the first thing I want to do is make this rotational speed controller. Do that, we need this precision mechanism. This thing's going to make it so we can really min-max the power that's coming out of our furnace engine, which is really rad. So to do this, though, we need to kind of do this weird little setup with the deployer and I guess a golden sheet. And then you kind of put these different materials onto it. Then it finally turns into a precision mechanism. It has a 20% chance of fail too, which is kind of a pain in the butt. But yeah, you probably won't need many of these for the pack. Usually only go through a couple of them, like 2 or 3. But anyway, go ahead and throw this down. I've already gone ahead and made the deployer as well, just so we already have it. It is right here, right? So really simple. So let's go ahead, hunt that puppy down. We'll pump that up there. We're just going to do this a little temporarily here. It's always weird to spin these things too. These things are so weird to spin sometimes. Is that the right way? No. There you go. Let's go ahead and try that again. There you go. Got it the right way. Go ahead and do that there. Go ahead and get this hooked up to power. I'm going to use some of these in case changer eyes just because they move around rotational force really well. But you can just do that and that. There you go. Then you can just go ahead and rotate them. Awesome. You can see there the rotational force is going up. And this thing's already powered, which is fantastic. Now, to do this recipe is a little weird, but we'll go ahead and take a hopper here. And a chest. Like I said, this is just a temporary setup to get this going, to get this thing made. But anyway, to do this thing, you got to grab a gold sheet, put it on there. Then we need to start basically putting items in there in the right order. So anyway, let's do that. Where are my big cogs, man? Oh, they're in my offhand. Let's do that. Sweet. And let's get them kind of split up here. Sweet. So I should be able to put you in there, hopefully. Then you in there. Cool. And that's going to start adding that to this sheet here. So it's already gone through one stage. It has a little durability bar there. It already tells you the progress and basically tells you what you have to put on there next to. So the next is the cogwheel. So it tells you the progress, basically what I'm trying to say there. But anyway, let's go ahead and do that, and that. And you can do a full automation for this, but like I said, you usually only need a couple of them. So it's not usually worthwhile. Anyway, let's just do that there. And hopefully we don't get a failure here because it is 20% chance. So I guess that's the thing as well. And it's going to work because if so, we're already done. There you go. It looks like we're done here. So we got ourselves a precision mechanism, which is exactly what we need. So let's go ahead and break that. We need our axe too. Please, could I have an axe? That'd be fantastic all around. Get rid of that and get rid of that. And then we don't need these here either anymore. So that's good. Okay. So let's go ahead and actually make our rotational speed controller. I may end up making a couple of these just because kind of min-max your power all over your base, but that's good there. Then I'm going to need a large cogwheel. So let's go ahead and grab one of them. There you go. Awesome. Then we'll just go ahead and get this in place here. This thing's kind of like a multi-block in itself, right? So we have a multi-block here. Then we're putting another multi-block on it. But anyway, go ahead and put that right there. Awesome. Then we put the controller down there. And that multi-blocks with this now. Now, what this does, like I said, is give you speed controls for your, I guess, your shafts, right? I guess it'd be the power that's coming out this side and this side. This one's kind of independent, so that one's always going that speed. But these ones down here, we can speed up massively. So if I go here to this little number here and then just use my mouse wheel, see here, I can make that spin super fast, right? So that is a way of getting max speed out of this without having to go gear to gear, which is something that you usually have to do. It's kind of jank, but yeah, definitely super easy like this. Then we're going to move the power probably underneath the floor. So let's go ahead and head down here. Probably just use some more of these chain drives too, right? So to get these wired up should be pretty easy actually. So let's go ahead and throw cog here. I want to have it offset because I don't want it right under the machine, I don't think. Then we'll probably go ahead and grab a couple gearboxes just to turn these into vertical ones. Let's do that. Makes it easy to move the power up and down, kind of the idea. So do that there. Then maybe one more as well. You need to watch it with the gearboxes though. They actually also rotate the power kind of in the opposite direction, right? So it doesn't matter with this, but it does matter with the conveyors and stuff. But anyway, can I not just turn that? Yeah, I can. There we go. Then we should have power coming out each side of that. And with that, I should be able to go ahead and get these wired up super easy. So the way I plan on doing this is just with chain drives for these ones at least. Let's go up here. There you go. Go ahead and get everything rotated the way I want. That looks good. And this one should be effectively done. This one's ready to go. So that one's super easy. Then again, the same thing. There you go. Then we go ahead and just come up this way. Cool. And there you go. The deployer is done. Now these ones are going to have to be done a little different. I'm not sure how this one hooks up. So we'll have to look at that in a second here. But this one here, I could probably just do gearboxes, I guess. Let's just do gearboxes and some shafts. So let's bring a shaft here. Then we'll end up with a shaft here and a shaft here at least. Go ahead and rotate that and rotate that. And we just kind of move this rotational force all along, right? Which is really rad. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab, I guess we want a vertical gearbox again. So let's go ahead and grab you. Go ahead and get you hooked into there. And that's fantastic. Then we could just go shaft, and then a cog. Then we do the same thing again. So that actually works really easy. And just showed you how easy it is to kind of get crate wired up too. Because a lot of people end up with like cog graveyards. And I'm not a fan of the graveyard. So anyway, that's a thing. But now we can go ahead and throw a cog there. Throw a cog there. Now all these machines are already powered. Now you can see that they're powered too. That's max speed, right? We have it on 256. This now takes 1,000 stress units. 1,000 stress units, 1,000. And this one takes 2,000. So we're using 5,000 stress units right here. Just because these machines are at max speed. These are completely as fast as you can get them as well. Another thing I'll probably do too is come back in a bit. With some of these casings, you can actually hide all these shafts too. My main reason for that is just to get the, I guess, the animation of all the actual shafts kind of out of my world too, because in time that'll slow down your world, right? Actually, I might have enough to do this here as well. So the last thing I need to look at is this one real quick, because I didn't see how it was actually wired up. So you go here, go to use on this thing. Actually, we go to ponder, right? So you kind of hold the machines, hit W. You go bring this up, and it looks like it just needs a shaft in the back. So might be able to just do this one with a chain drive, actually. Yeah, okay, that looks easy enough. So we don't need this one very much either, so I'm not going to worry about hoppers and stuff on this one probably. So let's do that, and then I should be able to just do that and then turn that, right? And hopefully when I add this thing, it is good to go. Let's see here. There you go. So they are all wired up, and they're all going max speed here, so that is not too bad at all. So I'm just going ahead, I'm making myself a little bit of I guess the copper sheets here. I'm going to make some iron sheets as well, because I think we're going to need those. That's good. I want to go ahead and make some copper rods, too. I saw we're going to need them later on. Actually, we go to additions. Check that out. I think we're going to end up needing some of these copper connectors here. And the copper rod, it says you just put it in there? I'm not sure how you actually get into the rolling machine. It looks like you just put it in, but it doesn't seem to just go in. Why you no in? Oh, did that work? Oh, maybe that does work. Maybe you can just, I could just hopper this into the top, it looks like. Go. And, oh, there they are there. Okay, cool. So that's actually really easy. I can just, yeah, I can just hopper to the top of that. But anyway, you can see how fast it is to make plates now, which is awesome. Super easy, super simple. With those, we're going to go ahead and mix some of these alternators. It's going to be what we use for our first RF. It's kind of the plan here. What I need for the capacitors, apparently I need a couple of zinc ones as well. So I'm just about done making our alternators here. Go ahead and do that. That takes these copper wires. You need this weird configuration too. It's like 3 by 5, 3, then 1 on the top. Really odd there. Then I need a iron rod. Let's do that there. Already gone ahead and made one, so I have one of them there. So that's cool. These are going to produce RF bores, so that's going to be our initial RF in the pack, I think. The one we're going to go with there. There you go. There is other options, but this is the one I want to try out here. So did I not make enough sheets? Yeah, I did. Let's go ahead and grab them. Get one more of these done. Then I need to deal with one other problem. Then we'll probably go ahead and set these up really quickly. And see if we can actually get some power out of them, because they are pretty sweet all around. That's good. Sweet. I also had to make some of these wires too. The wires were here, right? These here. Good recipe on them. Just the copper wire was just the rolling machine. You can do all the stuff in Tiggers too, but I just want to use this instead because, well, I've never used this rolling machine before, and it was something new. But there you go. We got our alternators, which is really rad. Gonna give me all my stuff way faster. I don't have that at max speed though, so still, it's actually on the main line that's coming off of the rotational speed controller. I did. It's just really kind of jank where I kind of set down the crafters. But anyway, I don't really need this setup anymore. Go ahead and get rid of them. Love this wrench too, how it just auto breaks everything. It's so good. It just puts the stuff in the inventory too. Now, one more thing I'm going to have to work on here is I notice here, right now, this one here uses 4,000 stress units. That uses 1,000. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9,000 stress units. I need to actually reduce this by at least 1,000 stress units, or I'm going to run into issues when I set up my 3 alternators, because basically we're going to max out the rotational speed controller, the furnace engine at 32,000 to produce power. And these things I think can use about 8,000 each. So I may have to go ahead and slow this one down. I think there's an item we can make. This one here, the adjustable chain gear shift. I think there's a way of powering this thing to half the speed. So I don't need that thing at max speed basically. But I think we can use this one. I think it depends on where you power to. When powered at the source, the row's double. So that's at the source, right? Then I think when it's not the source, it halves it. If we actually kind of go along here, it's probably going to say it right now. There you go. Power it. When the power gear shift is not at the source, the speed will be halved instead. So let's go ahead and try out this gear shift here. So I think actually we could just do it right here, right? And that's still going normal speed, right? So 4,096. But if I go ahead and power that now, oops, right there. There you go. 2,048. So that actually halved the speed. So that's perfect there. So if I did it down here, though, it'd probably overstress it. If I switch this, because that's at the source, it would try to double the speed. I think this is already at max speed. It would overstress the system, but that works there. So just as long as it's at the source, you can cut the speed down. Now, most people probably don't want to cut down their speed, but like I said, I'm really trying to min-max our numbers here. So we got 6, and now we're at 7. I'd like to have it at like 3, but I don't know. It'd be kind of jacked to get that set up. I think I'd actually need another rotational speed controller to be able to do that optimally. Now I want to go ahead and put these down real quick and just see if I can kind of get max speed out of these really quick. How would I do this really easy, actually? Probably like right here. I just want to do a quick test. I forget which way the rotation goes to them. Looks like it's that there. We're going to end up moving these, but for right now, I just want to see if I can run them all at max speed with those going at the same time, right? So I guess I could do that. Then I can just go ahead and bring up a encased drive. So let's do that to get it kind of rotated the way around I want. That's good there. And I should be able to just use cogs right now to kind of get these all lined up, right? So let's do that. There you go. And there you go. Each one is using 8,192 stress units and producing 180 FE. So I think I have just about everything we need to get into fine storage here. So I've gone ahead and made the controller, crafted grid, disk drive, an external storage, some cables, made some of these copper connectors from Create Crafts and Additions. We're going to be using that as our power cables, and then a whole bunch of these processors and stuff, right? So this is kind of like the main component for the mod here, these different processors. You have to make this binding, need some kind of slime and some strings. Combine that with silicon. Silicon's just melted down nether quartz, so we get that really easy now. Go ahead and grab those there. That should be enough. Then we're going to go ahead and make a 64K storage disk here. I think I already have some of those in there too, right? So I go to 4K. Yeah, I got 9 of them in there. Here you go. Let's go to use on those. No, I guess we're going to this where. There you go. Make the 16Ks. Let's drop those off. Should be able to make 3 of those. And with that, I should be able to make the 64K. There you go. Then hopefully, finally, make this thing here. Go ahead and grab that. There you go. That's another one of the main materials here, actually, too. The quartz enrich. Just a couple iron and quartz. Just craft that up. So super easy there. So I think we have everything we need. So if I actually go ahead and break this and break you. There you go. We're going to end up changing this whole setup here. So let's get that out of there. Probably end up having a hole right here as well. So let's do that right there. Go ahead and grab a cable because we're going to have a controller a little underneath this so we can power it for now. Then we'll be able to, I guess, bring the rest of our cabling up here because we need to be able to access our grid as well, right? Just so we're able to craft everything with this. So let's grab a disk drive. We can just throw that down here somewhere. Go ahead and grab the crafting grid. So it'd be something like that in the end. Now that still needs power, right? So it's not working right now. Let's head down here though. There you go. We're going to have our controller down here. And this could be where we power it. So right there. That looks good. Going to have to run a line of rotational force all the way down here. Actually, I'm not sure. I need to test that real quick. I don't know how far these cables can go. I should test that real quick. Because I'm going to be using these as the early power cables, right? So how far can these go? Like, can I go from here to here? Okay, like, is this something I can do? Let's try this out. Let's grab a, what is it here? Copper spool. There you go. And then try going way over here. Too long. Okay, so I need to figure out. It's probably like 16 blocks. Don't ask me why. It just seems to be the magic every mod uses. $16. Try that. And try that. No, it's not 16. Huh. Okay, well, we'll go shorter range. I'll have to run the, I guess the cable pretty close there and kind of figure it out. I'm going to have to test that out at some point, although I probably won't be using these cables very much, but it's going to be our initial power setup here. So let me go ahead and run some rotational force here, and we'll actually have a fully running system here. Just not sure how I should move it. I guess I could put a gearbox right here, right? Yeah, probably something like that. This should be close enough here. So let's grab some of these encased chain drives. Let's do that there. This will be where the, I guess, the alternators sit. So we'll have them just sitting down here, powering the refined storage system, right? Then we'll just grab some of the alternators. Probably put one here, here, and here. They're producing power, and we just need to get the power into that block, right? And to do that, we should be able to do it with those copper connectors that I had, right? So one there, 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 and there. There you go. And do they show power? Yeah, they do too. That's cool. Let's go ahead and grab some of these copper connectors now. There you go. Got cable there, cable there, cable there. Does it actually say the power too? 540. There you go. And this thing's already fully charged. And I guess it only moves power when it needs to use it. So that actually works there. That is a fully charged controller. And with that, we should be able to throw in our disk drive and have a working inventory system that can hold 64,000 items, right? And we can make more of these. They're just a little expensive, right? Because you need 27 of these ones to be able to make the next level, right? Then I guess you would need 9 of these and 3 of these. You know what I mean? It gets pretty expensive either way. But anyway, let's go ahead and pump that into there. There you go. Now we have a storage system. And I guess all I need to really do is hook up that drawer controller as well. So let's go ahead and get this old cabling out of here. Yep, don't need you. Don't need you. Grab ourselves our external storage to do the same thing that this cable is doing, actually. That one right there. We don't need that anymore. We'll set the priority on this one, the +1, because this works on a positive priority system as opposed to the negative of the other one. Then I'll have to go ahead and, I guess, move all these items here out of these chests and into the system. But once I've done that, we are fully working with refined storage. And now we'll be able to pull in items straight into our system and, I guess, store massive amounts of them too as well, which is awesome. So I'd like to turn that to, where's the one I usually put on? Is it stretch? Small? Medium? No, I think I put it on medium, right? Yeah, it really goes by what resolution you're, I guess, playing on too, right? And then I usually like the other setting there. Where's that? Display normal, no craftables, only craftables. No, normal. Is it this one? Ascending, right? No, descending. I like the big numbers first. There you go. That's cool. And then you do the search box. I like that on JEI synchronized. That way if I do, say, like a alternator, there you go. It searches inside the crafting system and over in JEI at the same time. So that is really cool. We got refined storage up and running and powered. So we're going to get everything into our system here. So we've got 3,755 items that are not in drawers, which is great. Over here, we're going to work on this little setup over here. So I've already gone ahead and removed one of our chutes here, added a trap door. We're going to be switching over to backpacks, like I said. So we're going to use this backpack here first. End up using it for nuggets. Then I'm going to probably have a setup to do the gems and the liquid for right now. I'll need that back. I guess I'll have to have a setup to do both nuggets and both, right? So that'll be a thing. But for right now, I want to have a nice automated way to automatically pick up the items and deposit them into our system, right? So I've already gone ahead and did a little filter here. Blank nuggets, blank dust, blank pebbles, blank gems, and the cobblestone, just because we have cobblestone right here and may pull it in. So I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't. So that's the thing. Nothing in these anymore, is there? So that's good. We need to get this one hooked up to the inventory system. So what we're going to do, I made a couple other items here too. I made these advanced exporters. So these are like exporters from refined storage, except for they're faster. So not hard to make, just take a couple extra improved processors. Then same thing for the importers as well. I made us some cables, another external storage. And I also made us a bunch of speed upgrades and a bunch of drawer upgrades, just so our drawers could hold a lot more things, because we're going to be producing things a lot more automatically now. So anyway, go ahead and do that. Go ahead and come down here for a second. Need to get a external storage on this one, so it becomes part of the system, right? Also, I meant to lock this too. Did I lock that? No, I didn't. Let's go ahead and lock you. There you go. Go ahead and run a cable all the way back here. And yeah, to start the, I guess, limited automation, I guess, of materials at this point, which is cool. We are finally there, which is cool. It's going to make our life a lot easier. Things are going to become much more automated at this point. And let's go ahead and grab external storage. Pop that there. Go ahead and get that connected there. Set the priority to +1 as always. That is good. Now I always try to store things there first, but the system can now see all those items in those drawers, right? So that's kind of the idea. Go ahead and put you back. Next thing I want to do, I guess, is probably run a cable up back here as well. So let's go ahead, head down here for a sec. Bring it back this way. The only thing I'm worried about is how fast we can pull items into the system. We should be okay with these advanced importers and also these stack upgrades. They just make the cables work a lot faster, so that's the thing. Or I should say the importers and exporters. You know, I have one here. I'll have a setup here, then I'll have another setup here, so I'll just bring it across this way for right now. Should probably run that underneath, but I can fix that later on. So the way we'll have this, actually that's definitely going underneath. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and get that out of there. I haven't made the wrench from refined storage yet either, but anyway. Underneath this, we'll end up having a importer. This will be importing items directly from the backpack, so that's kind of the idea here. My backpack's actually picking up all my items right now too, so anyway, that's a problem I need to contend with. Bring that over here. That's good. Yes, I need to make a wrench. People are going to yell at me. Anyway, that is good. Then I'll have to have another cable, I guess, going up to the top. How am I going to get to that? The covers. How do you make the covers from refined storage? I'm gonna have a cable here, and I don't want to have to come out. If I don't have this cover here, this trap door, items are gonna drop out. It's the only thing that's gonna keep the items in there. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make covers. I'll just do the cable real jank for right now. Anyway, it doesn't matter too much at this second. Let's get this out of here. Then we'll have that there. Let's bring this here. Then it's gonna have to come out jank, like I said, temporarily. Let's just bring it up. There you go. Until I can figure a way to cover that up a little better. Then we'll have an exporter on the back of this drawer. Probably switch that over to a chest. It doesn't need to be a drawer. It's just what it is currently. Go ahead and get you out of here. That's good. And this should be good to test, basically. So all I should have to do, really, is add a nugget to the filter in here, to this advanced exporter. And then it should start doing stuff. We just need to kind of monitor and, I guess, control the speed, right? So anyway, go ahead and do that. Oh, I may have to switch off chutes, too. What do I have faster to drop items? Actually, chutes are pretty fast. The chutes might be fine. We'll kind of see how this works here. Go ahead and do that. There you go. So that should start dropping items. And they're going into the backpack. And the backpack's trying to, I guess, export them into the system. Although it can't go fast enough, right? And that's why I have all these speed upgrades. So if I go ahead and throw probably just the stack upgrade at this point. There you go. That one should be able to handle it here because it can pull entire stacks at a time. Well, I'm pulling all the items into B. Let's not do that. That's actually not fast enough. Let's just max it out with speeds. There you go. There you go. So as the items come into the backpack, because it's picking them all up. I don't know what the range on this is, but I think it's like 4 or 5 blocks. It's quite far on the backpack. It's going to just pull everything into the system. I guess I could have, I may change this too. I think I could have multiple waters kind of around a very small area in just one backpack, as long as the importer can keep up, or I could connect to it on multiple sides. That's an option as well. So I could have like several importers connected to it, have this thing going as fast as possible. I don't think we have those like super importers, do we? I think this is the only ones I saw. Yeah, we don't have those super fast ones, just these advanced ones. They have more space and they are a little faster. But anyway, that's working there. Let's go ahead and ramp it up a little bit though. Let's go ahead. I don't want to do a stack upgrade. I think this is going to be too much. I don't think it'll be able to keep up with this. Let's stop it for a second. There you go. Is there a whole bunch of items? No, there actually wasn't many items in there. Can it actually keep up with this? If so, that's awesome. Let's see here. Let's see how fast we can ramp this up. Do that. Where did I put my stack upgrade? Oh no, did it end up... oh, I have one right here. There you go. Let's try that again. Let's do that. Are you actually able to keep up? I guess you are the main thing. Can you keep up? It looks like you're doing a pretty good job. I mean, it's going as fast. I guess this is the limiting factor right now. But look how fast items are coming in. I should probably pull the speed upgrades out again, though. Make sure there isn't 8,000 items in here. Actually, not that bad. Not that bad. I'd have to watch it for a while. So I've gone ahead and done some testing. So I went ahead and had blank gems in this one. I was making the diamonds and the quartz. Then I was doing nuggets in this one, getting us our iron or gold and that stuff. Then I switched over and did the nuggets in this one as well. And all of our nuggets are gone. We have no blank nuggets, so I guess we have a stack and a half left now. So out of that 420 stacks that I had, this is what I have left. And that's just because the filters are empty. Basically what I'm saying, this thing works really well. So this little setup here works really, really well, which is not bad at all. It's just, I didn't even catch it a recording. It happened so quick. So anyway, that's the thing. Pretty crazy. We got a good amount of iron here. So in here, we got 1.5K, I think. Almost 3K gold. We even got a good amount of the nether materials as well. So the stuff's coming in. It's doing its thing. And it's working out pretty well. We got 4K nether quartz. How much diamonds do we have now? We have 276, which is not too bad. So really cool and awesome. The only thing I need to sort out is at one point it ran out of power. So the system ran out of power. I think it's because it was importing too many items at once, because that's a refined storage thing where, and AE2 for that matter, when they're importing items, it actually drains a little extra power. So I might have been just pulling in too much and it drained the power. Then I had to go down underneath, break the cable, let it charge up again, put the cable back on. Then everything was fine. So either way, we'll sort that out. I probably just need to produce more power. Either way, we're going to go ahead and probably end this one here. We'll go ahead and clean that up probably in the next video. But as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it. Hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. When you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.